Alrighty. We're going to continue the celebrations as we get to hear more about our bride and groom. Because we can't just let a few people celebrate or roast or whatever you want to call it, but we're going to continue with the lovely, lovely history of the bride and groom, hearing from friends and family. So at this time, we're going to welcome the maids of honor. They are ready just to dish it and serve it. So let's make some noise and welcome Riya and Neha to share a few words for our bride and groom.
We love our family. Okay, guys.
Hi, everyone. My name is Neha. I'm Alina's favorite cousin and the little sister she's always wanted. First, I'd like to start by congratulating the happy couple on this beautiful day. I used to say that my birthday was her favorite day, but I low-key think today might top that. I am so incredibly lucky to have grown up with her. She is one of the most loving and caring people I know. For example, when I was a baby and she once saw that I was about to injure myself on these toy train tracks that we used to have in my old house, she jumped to grab me that she literally ended up needing stitches. From that moment on, I always knew that she would be there for me. She has the scar to prove it. She's my built-in best friend, and I thank God every day for making us family. As a kid, I've always wondered who she would end up with and if they would fit into our dynamic. Then came Noelle, who for the first time I ever met, immediately met my vibe by singing I Want It That Way by Backstreet Boys. And I honestly couldn't imagine anyone more perfect for Alina Chichi. Noelle is one of the best additions to our family, seriously one of the nicest guys I've ever met, always showing up for people. Seeing them fills me with so much joy. The love and care they have for each other is truly something I look up to. I used to imagine all the last names that Alina Chichi might end up with one day, and hated every single one of them. But I'm starting to think Alina James has a pretty good ring to it. Even though she'll always be a Matthew to me, my best friend forever, the sun to my moon, love you always.
Oh, guys, can we give it up for our lovely Neha? That was so sweet and so thoughtful. Okay, so bear with me. Hi, everyone. My name is Riya. I'm also known as Ponyo amongst the family, so some of you may know me. I am also one of Alina's cousins, her partner in crime, and the occasional bad influence over the last 20 years here and there. Growing up together, we did everything side by side, and the running joke amongst the entire family was that amongst the two of us, there was only one shared brain cell. Unfortunately, it might be kind of true. We shared a lifetime of memories together, from begging our parents for sleepovers to then experiencing our first one where Ronnie and I woke up in the middle of the night. It was a stormy night. We're like maybe 8 years old, and Alina is sleep talking. But nobody had warned us that sleeping next to Alina was like sleeping next to Siri. Unprompted responses at random times. And if anybody has slept next to Alina, you guys know that Alina can have an entire conversation with anyone about literally anything. To then our combined grade school experiences, countless school trips, and then the one unforgettable parent-teacher conference where I projectile vomited all over our collective favorite Barbie shirt. Imagine the disappointment when I had to walk back and ask her for another shirt from her closet. You could think that that was the last parent-teacher conference that we had together. I'll never forget the summer of COVID, right before Alina met Noelle. Okay, she had a huge obsession. I'm gonna just take a random guess. Who was the favorite actor? See, I knew all of you guys would say that, but you know what? She had one more obsession before she met Noelle. It was Dev Mohan, and she used to watch his music videos every single day. So it's the summer of COVID, Sona Chetna and I are helping her out, and she comes up to me and she goes, Punyu, can you please make a drawing of Dev Mohan? And I was like, who is Dev Mohan to start off with, right? And then she goes, actually, I found out Dev Mohan posts all of his fans' artwork, and if he notices me, then maybe I can marry him. Crazy, right? But this was actually one of the wildest things that we had ever heard. And you know, Sona Chetan and I had finally thought that maybe all the obsessions were finally over, and then guess what? Here came her forever prince. I would like to take the honor of being the person that was there 5 years ago, sitting next to her on the couch when Noelle messaged. She gasped, I gasped, we both sat there and said, who is that? Maybe we'll respond. And you know, Alina genuinely said, Okay, I think I'll take some time before I respond to him. From that moment to him belting out I Want It That Way, that was kind of our initiation song. I can't imagine where the time has gone. I thought to myself, man, there's no way that someone had willingly signed themselves up for someone who literally has a solo podcast at 3 a.m. by herself and also just genuinely has a Hrithik Roshan obsession. But I stand corrected. Noelle has been inducted into our family far too many times. I think all of us cousins can attest to that. Some may say that we've seen more of Noelle than we've probably seen of Alina in this past year alone. This is very true. All jokes aside, though, he's kind, he's funny, he's selfless, and he always shows up for our big family. And the best part of all of that is he always stands up for me when the rest of the cousins attack me. Well, kind of almost always. They're perfect balance together, and I can see how much love and laughter fills every moment that they share. Noelle, today I give you the biggest piece of my heart with the prayer that you will cherish her with your whole heart. However, at this time, I will also say that if you have any complaints or returns that you want to do in the fine print of our agreement, you no longer can do that. Alina, we may not have shared the same last name growing up, but it has never made us any less than sisters or family. It's been the honor of my life growing up with you and making memories that only we know. In my eyes, you are beautiful and radiant today, just as you are every day, and maybe just a little bit some more. There aren't enough words, there aren't enough words to express the joy it fills me to know that you found the love of your life. Someone who makes you happy, someone who makes you feel protected, someone who understands your very heart and loves you immensely for it, the partner I always prayed that you would find. So, to Alina and Noelle, I hope that you always keep God at the center of your lives. Remember that forgiveness goes a long way and that together you are stronger than you are alone. May your marriage be full of contagious love, joy in the midst of challenges, and lots of laughter, because we all know that nobody loves to laugh at a bad joke more than Alina. So congrats to the two of you from the entire family. We love you so, so much.
All right, guys, one more time. Make some noise for our maids of honor.